so good to see you. Did you get your haircut? Looks good. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
They know you can't see them.
What?
They're not. There's nobody even there.
No, they're right there.
There's nobody there.
Yeah.
No.
They're looking at us.
You've been raptured.
The sun has come and you've been left be. Every episode. Welcome back to the Bible's Funny Podcast, friends.
That's what you get out of the new season. You get us singing
this
together.
New season. We did decide that last episode was the start of our new season.
Yeah.
New chairs.
Mm-hmm.
A new
little vibe, little setup.
New setup. New vibe.
Yeah. New topics.
New topics.
Not really.
Today we're going to talk about something you're never going to expect.
Don't
the Bible is Funny podcast.
Don't tell me. What is it? Tell me.
It's the Bible.
Oh.
Today we're going to talk about the Bible. A little segment we like to call Cheat Day Devos. That's Tim. I'm Anthony. Welcome to the Bible's Funny Podcast. The two announcements, if you follow the podcast, you know about already. Florida Torrida with Ninjas or Butterflies. Shows coming up in October at Jacksonville, Tampa, and Orlando, Florida. Hence the name Florida Torrida. Tickets are available at the link. Also, the Bible's Funny Card Game Volume 2. There was one. Now there's two. That's right. All 400 cards working together to form one massive deck of the Bible is Funny card game. Volume 1 and Volume 2. Get it at the link. There, Tim, I did all the announcements. You didn't even do any of them.
I got my own announcement today.
Okay.
But it's serious and it's like sad.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very serious.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Here's the deal. As we enter into this new season.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to make amends for things that have happened in the past, things I've done, things I've said.
Yeah.
And there is I know that in my past I've been judgmental, more judgy than I am currently, which is saying something. But I've been like intentionally mean to a group of people, and I want to apologize for that. And I should not do that. I want to recant what I've said. Yeah. I want to come back and like make amends with this people group and hopefully build a bridge again instead of being a jerk to them, because I've said some really awful things, and I take it back. So here goes. To the people that prefer bread and butter pickles to dill, I am sorry. There is a place for bread and butter pickle chips. Yeah. And I didn't give them credit for a long time. And I made some really strong statements about people who prefer those over dill. And not only do, as I've grown older and matured. Yeah. I've learned that there is a place for bread and butter pickles. Wow. But that not only should they exist and should we coexist with them, but we can all benefit from bread and butter pickles as well.
So let me just restate what I'm hearing you say. After a lifetime of bread and butter.
It's hard to say.
Bread and butter pickle slander. Here today, you are announcing not only an apology, which feels very I wish everyone could be in the room for this, because this feels very sincere, but you're also affirming bread and butter pickles. Bread and butter pickles place.
Yes. Yeah.
Among a lunchtime accoutrement.
Yeah. And this is my public version of this. I've done this privately. Like this
Good.
is I've acknowledged this. I've done the work. It's not like this is a new thing for me, but I know people out there have heard me slander the bread and butter pickles, and you may be one of those people, and I'm sorry for what I've done and what I've said. Wow. I'm not proud of that. But again, not only do they have just a place, like we can all benefit from that. Now, don't take this to think like I mean that about other people groups that I certainly disparage. But yeah,
Who are you still-
because like who are we learning from? The people that aren't like us,
Right.
you know, like how can we
What
grow
other
and be better?
perspectives?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we're not gaining anything from perspectives of other people in general, but with the pickle, the bread and butter pickle thing, yeah.
I think that's so big of you to say. I love that you are taking the time to really think about it and say it. And I feel like what I hope is that it will be heard, because there's a saying I love that heard people hurt people. And I just hope that that's what comes out of this, is that the people that feel heard will hurt. Because I think that that's the only way forward for us as a community. So thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. I see you're starting to tear up a little bit.
It was a great start to the pod. Oh. All right. Well, this is a segment that we do here on the Bible Study Podcast called
Cry It Out.
Cheat Day Devos. Cheat Day Devos. We study the Bible together. We use the word study loosely. Tim and I
Like I study a magazine.
You study it.
Whatever.
You studied it.
Yeah.
It's studied. Studied. Like we don't have this information that like maybe you are listening and you've heard other podcasts or other great communicators that have like a wellspring of knowledge on biblical truth. That is not what we have. We have just really the song in our hearts. And that's all we're going to bring to this conversation today. So we just like to say that because you hate for somebody to get confused. You know what I mean? You end up we end up in the wrong store looking for something they don't sell. Then this is our deal here.
I don't think anybody's getting confused.
And hopefully not at this point.
I think if you wander into a thrift store and you're like, I'm sorry, where's the tailor to measure me?
Labubu.
Yeah, you're not. You're going to know as soon as you walk in, you're in the wrong store.
Yeah. But that's what. So today, Cheat Day Devos, we're gonna do chapters. We're kind of picking up. We're still coming off a summer break here. I'm sure you are too. We're all getting back into our normal rhythms. This is towards the middle-ish of Exodus. If you want to get caught up, you can go back on the podcast. We welcome everybody at every point. Take your time, go back. We've done all of Genesis and Exodus up to chapter 23, which we're gonna do today. So,
Lord willing,
go ahead and open up your Bibles. This is the part of youth group where I subtly shame everyone who didn't bring a physical Bible. Okay. Exodus 23.
You had phones? Oh yeah, I guess you had phones in high school.
It was just starting to come out.
Yeah, that
it
wasn't
was
a
just
thing.
starting to be. And in total fairness to every youth leader, we were not looking at the Bible on our phones. We were saying that's what we were doing.
Of course. I still do that.
It's a Bible. I'm allowed to have it up.
You think I'm looking at my notes for this podcast right now? I am setting my fantasy draft keepers.
F1 movie. Okay, Exodus 23. Do not spread false reports. That's verse 1.
So, I think it helps to get caught up. If we can just briefly catch them up. We're in the middle of like the rule giving from Moses. Like, here's how to live as people in this society.
Right.
Like, hey, if somebody challenges your ox to a fight, you take them out back and you can punch the ox, but you can't punch the person who challenged your ox to a fight. Unless they win the fight and they kill the ox, then you can punch the person. If they don't kill the ox, then the ox has to challenge your friend's ox to an ox off, and then whoever is de-oxed, if both oxes lose their horns, then they have to be killed and slaughtered and given to God. But if they don't lose their horns, then you keep the ox, but you have to kill them and eat the meat.
Right.
So that's what we were in,
dude.
The last chapter.
That recap was so good it knocked my ox off.
Everybody just left the podcast.
You can watch.
Everybody's gone.
Watch the drop. Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. Tim's exactly right. That's what we're in the middle of. Do not spread false reports. Do not help a guilty person by being a malicious witness. Do not spread false reports. I do think people should reference this before they share that one thing on Facebook that's like, I publicly do not declare that Facebook has the right to use my social security number for anything. That's a false report. It's never been a real report, but it's pretty commonly spread. So don't spread those false reports.
Well, they are going to start charging for emails from what I understand, 10 cents an email now.
Who is?
That was spam back in the day.
Oh, okay.
You remember that?
No, I don't remember that one.
I'm from the early days of the internet, and they were like, oh my gosh, they're going to charge, it's 25 cents to mail a letter. They're going to start charging 10 cents to mail an email.
My
oh my
thing
gosh.
is, I kind of love that idea. Like when you said it, I was like, they should actually do that.
Like
because you should have to pay. If you're bombarding me with this, it should cost you something.
Agreed. And you should also pay for AI prompts that you put into a chat.
Ooh.
It should be like 10 cents, something. You should also pay for your plastic bags at the grocery store. That'll get people to stop using plastic bags.
Now you're
I know. I'm crazy. I'm a radical. There's this other guy that was like that too. But we'll find out about him later.
We're nowhere near that part.
In the New Testament.
Do not spread false reports. Do not help a guilty person by being a malicious witness. Verse 2. Do not follow the crowd in doing wrong. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. You know? If all your friends were jumping off a bridge, would you do it too?
Yes. They're my friends.
There's what a dark thing all of our parents said to us. No one's asking, why are these kids jumping off? Like, that's the question. You should be asking that question.
Their home life
You're
is
the reasonable
that bad.
adult here.
Yeah.
You're putting it on me. Do not follow the crowd in doing wrong. When you give testimony in a lawsuit, do not pervert justice by siding with the crowd. And do not show favoritism to a poor person in a lawsuit.
Don't do it.
I take that. I take Exodus 30 or 23 very seriously, and I am ruthless when I am in court against a poor person.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, honestly, like poor people are just the worst. Am I right? I mean, but it's like a chicken and egg situation. Are they the worst because they're poor, or are they poor because they're the worst? It's hard to know what came first.
What sort of absolute mayhem was the poor person in this community causing? And every time it got to court, they were like,
oh, but he's just poor.
Look at him. Dirt on his coat. What are we going to do? And he the next day he wakes up and he lets all the chickens out. And he's like,
but he's so poor.
Look at him.
Yeah, well, thankfully I follow the Old Testament God and not the new one, or else I'd be stuck thinking like these people should be blessed, like those meek people too. Like, ugh.
Well, they get a shout out a couple verses later.
I know,
which I think is funny. Verse 4: If you come across your enemy's ox or donkey wandering off, be sure to return it.
Now, if the donkey has wandered, but not wandered if it has intentionally gone off, that's not wandering, and that's a different rule later on. Anyway, carry on.
Not all who wander are lost. If you see the donkey of someone who hates you fallen down under its load, do not leave it there. Be sure you help them with it. Unless
the donkey's poor, then you leave it alone.
See, my note on that one was like, if it's your friend's donkey who collapses, you're like, he can take care of himself. But if it is someone who hates you, you want to make sure you take care of it. Verse 6, do not deny justice to your poor people in their lawsuits. See? Come back around in verse 6. Have nothing to do with a false charge, and do not put an innocent or honest person to death, for I will not acquit the guilty.
And I will certainly not bring them back to life either. Do you hear me?
Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds those who see and twists the words of the innocent. That's like a really, kind of poetic way to say, like, because they make it say, like, it blinds those who see, and it twists the words of the innocent, like it's like a bribe has shifted your thoughts on something. When I always thought the whole concept of the bribe was like, yeah, I'm not really paying attention because I was already bribed. So
right.
I'm not really listening.
Your words aren't twisted at all.
They're not twisted. They're just, I don't care to hear them.
I feel like somebody bribed you to say bread and butter pickles before. And then your words became
that was a low point of my
twisted.
life.
Your whole broadcast career.
Bread and butter pickles. No, I forget the other word I was trying to say at the end of it, but it was bad. Oh, bread. That's what it was. Bread and butter pickle slandal. That was so really, really bad.
That's going on a t-shirt. Bread and butter pickle scandal.
Do not accept a bribe. Do not oppress a foreigner. You yourselves know how it feels to be foreigners because you were foreigners in Egypt. Verse 10. For 6 years you are to sow your fields and harvest the crops. But during the 7th year, let the land lie unplowed and unused. Then the poor among your people may get food from it, and the wild animals may eat what is left. Do the same with your vineyard and your olive grove.
Okay, but we can still sue the poor people in the other 6 years, right?
This is so funny. It's like we start this chapter with such a hot, like, do not be nice to those poor people just because they're poor when you sue them. But, like, be nice to the poor people.
Be cool. Don't just believe them outright, because they are liars.
You're capable of lying. But, like, come on. Be nice to them. What is it? 6 days to your work. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that right? 12?
Verse
6
12.
days to your work, but on the seventh day do not work, so that your ox and your donkey may rest, so that the slave born in your household and the foreigner living among you may be refreshed.
I like that we've taken this to a new level, though, now. We've not only heard God's words, but we said, you know what? We're just going to work 5 days. And there's even books out there that say, let's do 4 days. I'm on board with that.
I'm here for that. I don't mind it.
But it's God. It's what God wants me to do.
But it's like, because I think the thing is, it's like you're doing your work. It's not, I don't know about your life. The 2 days I'm not working for someone else.
Ugh. You're just not getting paid for it.
I'm just not getting paid those 2 days. That's the only thing. I'm working the whole day, more or less. I mean, take care of yourselves, guys. Do your rest and stuff. 6 days to your work, on the seventh day do not work. Be careful. This is verse 13. Be careful to do everything I have said to you. Do not invoke the name of other gods. Do not let them be heard on your lips. Verse 14. 3 times a year you are to celebrate a festival to me. Love a good festival.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just a party.
No. It's a fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a festival to me, but about something else.
Right. Yeah. You want a different subject.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 times a year you're to celebrate a festival. We celebrate the festival of unleavened bread. For 7 days eat bread made without yeast, as I commanded you. Do this at the appointed time in the month of Aviv, for in that month you came out of Egypt.
That's springtime. Okay, I looked it up. Yeah.
Did you look that up?
Yeah.
Good for you. Learning stuff.
Don't do it.
Stop.
I think we learned it previously. This was a while back, because I
don't remember. I think I learned that today.
Well, you didn't learn it at all then, because I said it. You heard it. You just didn't learn. You listened, but you didn't hear. You know.
Well, you know what they say about herd people. No one is to appear before me empty-handed. Celebrate the festival of the harvest with
this is clearly God's birthday. Just saying. Like,
no one is to appear before me empty-handed. Yeah. That's when we should be maybe celebrating Christmas then, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what they say.
In Aviv.
The shepherds wouldn't have been out minding their flocks.
Not that late.
In the wintertime.
That's what I heard. I heard.
So is this really God's birthday?
That's when you're supposed to have the gifts. I was just thinking, like, I don't want to, like, again, I just like God being like, we're going to have 3 parties a year. I think that's, like, so sick.
Well, 3 festivals. That's
3, like, 7-day
maybe
festivals
in addition to smaller parties.
Like, and
that doesn't even include gatherings. Or get-togethers.
Great.
Or stop-bys.
We need to be doing more of this. Like, God wants us to get together and hang out for multiple days, clearly. Verse 16, celebrate the festival of harvest with the first fruits of the crops you sow in your field. Celebrate the festival of ingathering at the end of the year when you gather in your crops from the field. Do you see the wordplay there? Is top notch. Mm-hmm. The festival of ingathering when you gather in your crops from the field. What was the first one? These really are very like SEO branded names. Festival of unleavened bread, harvest. 3 times a year, all the men are to appear before the sovereign Lord. Do not offer the blood of a sacrifice to me along with anything containing yeast.
Well, the 3 times a year for the men gathering at my old church was the hunting retreat, the fishing retreat, and then like the softball game that was in the fall.
The big softball game. Yeah. Our church used to show the Super Bowl, which I think could probably get them sued now that we're saying that out loud, because I'm pretty sure you weren't allowed to do that. Yeah,
I remember that being a thing, but they were like cutting out the commercials so we didn't have to be, stricken by the ways of the world.
Right.
Advertised beer to us. That would be bad.
That would be bad. So they would cut. This is a real story. We would all get together and watch Super Bowl, and they would cut it. No halftime show. No commercials, which is just the thing that's jarring is you're just kind of like watching and then it's like a black screen. And then you're like, oh, I guess we'll just kind of talk for a second. Oh, it's back. Do not offer the blood of a sacrifice, verse 18, to me, along with anything containing yeast. The fat of my festival offerings must not be kept until morning.
I want to know, what am I supposed to do with the fat of the festival offerings? If
Get it out of here.
Right, but like, don't keep it. Don't keep it. Like, do I have to eat it? Do I have to consume it? Do I have to burn it?
Get it?
But don't keep it.
Out of my sight.
I just kind of want some clarification here. I know, I understand. I am a type that wants clear details given to me as like a project manager. I need to know what the outcome is.
It's not supposed to be kept until more. Like, don't keep it.
Right. What do you mean don't keep it? Like,
you're not putting it in Tupperware. Don't keep it. You know exactly. The thing is, you know exactly what this means.
Kind of.
You are in a
stakes
house of keepers.
But you remember, well, yeah. You remember, though, that the stakes are very high here in this situation.
Right.
Because it's like, don't keep the fat of this until the morning.
Right.
Or you will be, like, castrated and hung up on a wall.
Not true.
Like, but that's the kind of rules that we had
intense, but it's not,
in the previous.
Yeah.
Obviously not castrated. That would be bad. But some of them are like, you're gonna die.
You'd be kicked out of the community.
Yeah, you like.
Yeah.
You say
You're
something
ousted.
bad, about someone's mom, and
A
then
molecule
like,
of yeast, and you're like out. Yeah. I know what you're saying. I just think it's like, don't keep it. Don't keep it. Like, I think it's speaking to all the people out there, because I grew up in this house too, and they're just like, there's two bites of rice left. Do you want me to get a Tupperware down? And it's like, don't.
Right,
this is a festival.
But that's also with food, and they're like, well, don't keep the fat. Like, who's gonna? Are we like?
Are you maybe using that for oil or something?
That's what I wonder. Why not keep it till?
There was keepers, and they were like, relax, we're not keeping it. We're not keeping it.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like that reason.
Yeah,
why.
you see what I'm saying? They're like
just let it go, man.
Throw it.
I'm that after a big party.
Like, we're not keeping it.
Just throw it away.
We're not keeping it.
I'm not cleaning that up.
Bring the best of the first fruits of your soil to the house of the Lord your God. Verse 19. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. What sort of sick freaks? In its mother's milk. That's
if you're cooking a young goat anyway, what does it really matter? If it's dead.
This just seems sick.
You killed a little goat. You should feel pretty bad about that.
This hit me super hard. I was at one of my things I really like from Chick-fil-A is their breakfast burrito.
Breakfast goat.
And in the breakfast burrito, there is fried chicken and eggs. And you just kind of eat it and you go, I mean, this feels wrong.
It's pre-chicken.
I'm eating multiple life cycles of the same animal. And that feels weird. I don't know if that connects.
But if I put an egg on a hamburger.
That's all kinds of right.
Or a pizza.
I like it on the hamburger better.
Oh, for sure.
And it hurts. It's like I'm going to be in pain. But it's so stinking good. Mm-hmm. Verse 20. See, I am sending an angel ahead of you to guard you along the way and bring you to the place I have prepared. Pay attention to him and listen to what he says. Do not rebel against him. He will not forgive your rebellion since my name is in him. Verse 21 is just makes me giggle because like everything we have to verse 20 says, I'm sending an angel ahead of you. Everything we have information wise on angels is they're pretty jarring to look at. Like they're very biblical, the response is like, what's that? But I like that God is just like aware of the vibe of these people. Mm-hmm. And so when you have this like very visually jarring thing in verse 21, he takes the time to say, pay attention. Okay. I know you guys, This is all going to wear off on you very quick. Please pay attention.
Yeah. God is saying this is a hall monitor with all of the power and authority of an assistant principal. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Listen.
The flaming sword being in the sky. We're going to keep our eyes. Where are your eyes? Up there. If you listen carefully to what he says and do all that I say, I will be an enemy to your enemies and I will oppose those who oppose you. My angel will go ahead of you and bring you into the land of the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Canaanites, Hivites, and Jebusites, and I will wipe them out. Do not bow down before their gods or worship them or follow their practices. You must demolish them and break their sacred stones to pieces. A little bit of like Avengers movie vibes with that one, right? Like the Infinity Stones.
If I had seen any of the nerd movies you talk about, I would be able to chime in on that. But
worship the Lord your God, and his blessing will be on your food and water. Please bless this meal we're about to eat. I will take away sickness from among you, and none will miscarry or be barren in your land. I will give you a full lifespan. This is where, to me, things get a little interesting here in verse 27. I will send my terror ahead of you and throw into confusion every nation you encounter. I will make all your enemies turn their backs and run. I will send...
I don't know. Like, this is wild to me that there's like the line of, I will throw into confusion every nation you encounter. Is that necessary? Like I don't, maybe if it's like my enemies, maybe if I'm like fighting everybody, or are they literally fighting everyone? Or is there some opportunity where like you go to a party and you meet a new person and they're not your enemy, but all of a sudden they're just stricken with confusion, like they don't know what to do. Like I would like to have a normal conversation with person, maybe with another people group to understand them. But if they're all, the second we encounter them, they're thrown into confusion and they don't know what's going on. God literally says, they will be thrown into confusion every nation you encounter. That doesn't seem like good for the whole world.
Throw into confusion every nation. Well, no, it doesn't seem good for the whole world.
No, like you can't just go run around having like one people group makes everybody else confused. And for how long? How long does that last? Is that like a week?
You're approaching like asking for directions. We just need like grass for our creatures.
Right. And they're like, what is grass? I don't know.
Who are you?
And it, like, God forbid you encounter this nation during an election cycle, you know, and then they're voting for who knows who.
I wonder if maybe there was an audible, like they had like a Peyton Manning call in that moment. It was like a connection with them and God, where they were like, Omaha. Oh, grass? Yeah, it's over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe they had developed hand signals, that type of thing. Omaha! I will send the Hornet ahead. Oh, verse 28. Tune in. I will send the Hornet ahead of you to drive the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites out of your way. What do you make of that? The Hornet.
I don't know, but I like it.
The Hornet singular.
Uh-huh.
Not hornets. Not like it doesn't present to me like a plague of hornets. It says the Hornet.
One.
It's very like secret agent kind of like, I will send the Hornet ahead of you to drive the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites out of your way. I actually will appeal to to our listeners that maybe know more about the Bible. Any insight you have on the Hornet, I want it.
Everyone.
It's everybody. If you know somebody who knows somebody, tell me about this Hornet, please. I'm very curious. 29. But I will not drive them out in a single year, because the land would become too desolate and the wild animals too numerous for you. Little by little I will drive them out before you, till you have increased enough to take possession of the land. Now that's got to speak to your project manager self. That's very incremental. That's a good plan. That's some good reasoning.
Mm-hmm. What's funny to me again in all of this is this notion that God can take care of some things pretty easily, can change the hearts of leaders and men, but then God's like, I just can't do anything about those animals. Like, I couldn't wipe them all out in one shot because the animals would jump in and there'd be too many wild animals, and I don't know what to do with those. Right. Like, we'll incrementally get rid of them, and then you will incrementally grow, and as they depopulate, you will repopulate, and then the animals won't take over, because I have no authority in the animal kingdom. Seems funny.
Yeah, it does seem like it's just a good observation. I don't really know what to say about it.
Right.
But at the same time,
the story is that they have this all-powerful God who could do it all, and God's like, I'm just not messing with animals today.
I think to a degree, like, is this maybe a little bit of you're not it's the animals. Like here's what I think he's saying to Moses and the people. You're not ready for this. And maybe my read is God being like, no, it's the animals. I got to make sure the animals have time to find new houses and stuff. And if we got down to brass tacks, it'd be like, y'all can't handle you're going to fall apart if you have this much land. The leadership structure is a mess. You guys are wild. You'll get there, and you need some time. You need to practice in the little league before you work your way up. But it's the animals.
The animals,
it's
though. You don't want to deal with the animals.
The animals, you don't want all
they
that.
They smell.
There's so
many. Verse 31.
Thank you. I will establish your borders from the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea and from the desert to the Euphrates River. I will give into your hands the people who live in the land, and you will drive them out before you. Do not make a covenant with them or with their gods. Do not let them live in your land, or they will cause you to sin against me, because the worship of their gods will certainly be a snare to you. Foreshadowing. Exodus 24. Then the Lord said to Moses, come up to the Lord.
There you go.
You and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu.
Nadab.
A little Nadab will do ya. That was a free pun. That wasn't even part of our game. You are to worship at a distance, but Moses alone is to approach the Lord. The others must not come near, and the people may not come up with him. He's just always getting picked for these jobs. That's what made me laugh reading that.
Right. Yeah, like, so then why are we sending everybody? Why the whole
Everybody
gang?
goes up.
Everybody travel to the offsite work meeting, but we're gonna do a little one-off, which is gonna be a one-on-one over here.
I thought about that as a workplace thing too. I just feel like typically it's like all the work's getting dumped on the one guy, and it's like we made a little subcommittee of two of the people that don't do much here at the workplace, and then the guy that does all the work. And so, thanks for being here. Just a recap of the meeting. Moses is going to handle items 1 through 10, and then you guys, we'll see you next Thursday.
Okay.
Cool. It takes a lot of time to be part of the subcommittee. I'm not able to do my other things. Moses alone is to approach the others, and the people may not come up with him. When Moses went and told the people all the Lord's words and laws, they responded with one voice. Say it with me, Tim. Everything the Lord has said, we will do.
Imagine that as like two different ways. One is like this very robotic, or like almost like a zombie, like everything the Lord has said, we will do. Like, I imagine it that way, but I don't think that's actually how it went down.
Okay.
But if everybody's saying it in one voice, like the Bible's saying here, then I think they have to have some sort of like coordinator getting everybody together. And I want to meet this person. I want to know what that energy is like, what that vibe is like. And something tells me it's kind of like the wedding photographer assistant who is like not taking the pictures, but trying to go like, hey guys, okay, grandma, you have to pay attention. We're about to take, okay, everybody look up to the center. No, at the same time, we have to be coordinated. Everybody look at the same time. Don't blink. Like, that's okay. Now on the count of 3, 1, everything the Lord has. Okay, you're a little louder. We can't. I want to meet that person. Because I think there has to be a person who's doing that.
It says they replied with one voice.
Right. You can't get everybody to reply with one voice if there's not a coordinator involved saying 1, 2, 3.
And then they get through it all and they crush it. And then, like, Bill comes out of his tent.
What did I miss?
Oh, are we doing that?
No.
From the top.
We'll just add him in post.
Verse 4, Moses then wrote down everything the Lord had said. He got up early the next morning and built an altar at the foot of the mountain and set up 12 stone pillars representing the 12 tribes of Israel. Then he sent young Israelite men, and they offered burnt offerings and sacrificed young bulls as fellowship offerings to the Lord. Moses took half of the blood and put it in bowls, and the other half he splashed against the altar. I come across passages like that. I mean, and maybe you're like me, and you've been read this stuff from the Bible, you've seen it before, and you're like, yeah, it's very like measured, and he's doing the things. And then I think like, but if I actually picture it, what a psychopath you've just come up upon. This is like blood pouring out of a bull, and he's covered in it, and he's putting some in bowls. And you're like, what are you, Moses?
Blood bowl.
Blood bowl.
It's hard to say. Yeah.
Bowl of bull blood.
It's a crazy looking scene.
It's a crazy scene.
And then the next verse is that he sprinkles it on the people. He sprays it on everybody else too.
There's no way this is a tidy operation.
No,
there's blood everywhere.
This is weird now, guys, right? Like if this happens, we imagine it happening during the daytime, I guess, right?
Well,
but then if it happens at night, you're in a cult.
If he comes splattering that on you, you're frozen though. That was my thought. Is like, here he comes in his butcher getup, and you're like, what? You splatter. You just go like, okay.
Do I have to drink it?
Are you gonna kill me now?
I think I get killed now.
Verse 7. Then he took the book of the covenant and he read it to the people. They responded, "We will do everything the Lord has said. We will obey." Moses then took the blood, sprinkled it on the people, and said, "This is the blood of the covenant that the Lord has made with you in accordance with all these words." Oh, maybe it was the next day then.
Yeah. I mean, you said sprinkled. The Message version says it went out like a t-shirt cannon.
Oh, so disgusting. We went and saw the Dude Perfect show recently, and they
shot ox blood out of a t-shirt cannon.
They didn't do ox blood. They did a t-shirt cannon though, and it was in Orlando, and so the Magic's mascot got out there. That poor guy, I don't know if it was boy or girl, but the t-shirt cannon didn't work the whole time.
No,
he just kept loading it, and it would just let the thing. It was fun to watch.
So sad.
Verse 9, Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and the 70
elders
of Israel. Sorry. Abihu gave me.
If you couldn't read that word,
gave me a little. Abihu gave me a little Elmer Fudd when I said it. Abihu. And the 70 elders of Israel went up and saw the God of Israel. Under his feet was something like a pavement made of lapis lazuli.
That's like sapphires.
I looked that up too. I was interested.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like an elvish thing.
Under his feet was something like a pavement made of lapis lazuli. What I'm curious about is pavement. Were they doing
pavement?
Were they doing pavement?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
News to me. I hate learning stuff.
We are reading English.
Here we are again.
Yeah.
But God did not raise his hand against these leaders of the Israelites. They saw God and they ate and drank, which is truly the dream, to both see God and have snacks.
Right on. Because you know those snacks are good.
You're so hungry. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The Lord said to Moses, "Come to me on the mountain and stay here, and I will give you the tablets of stone with the law and commandments I have written for their instruction." I have to say, in reviewing these very slowly and carefully, they add lines like this, and you're like, you just repeat verse 12. The Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me on the mountain and stay here, and I'll give you the tablets of stone with the law and commandments I have written for their instruction." And you go, Moses, what have we been talking about? What is the source material for everything you just said? If you're putting this here, and I'm fine with saying like it's just the amalgamation of the story, but when you read it as is, kind of like verse 12
Moses
is like,
I knew you weren't going to remember everything I said, and so we wrote it down on a rock. Okay,
yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah,
we knew that.
Yeah,
you had to hear it first.
You're gonna refer back.
We took questions, you remember, and then when we wrote it down, here's the.
They actually said, "Be cool to the poor people all the time," and you said whatever the heck you said. Verse 12, then the Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me." Verse 13, then Moses set out with Joshua his aide, and Moses went up on the mountain of God. He said to the elders, "Wait here for us until we come back to you. Aaron and Hur are with you, and anyone involved in a dispute can go to them."
Aaron and Hur?
Her?
Oh, her. Aaron and Hur.
Aaron and Hur.
It's a him. Her?
That's a great, like, just out of office line there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be away. Here's who you need to contact if you have a thing. Verse 15. When Moses went up on the mountain, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord settled on Mount Sinai. For 6 days, the cloud covered the mountain, and on the 7th day, the Lord called to Moses from within the cloud. To the Israelites, the glory of the Lord looked like a consuming fire on top of the mountain. Then Moses entered the cloud as he went on up the mountain, And he stayed on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights.
End of chapter.
That's it. He's up in the mountain. Up in the cloud.
In the cloud
mountain.
Cloudton.
Cloud mountain. Mm-hmm. Tim, what'd you learn today?
I learned. I try not to learn.
We try so hard, and yet we can't help.
But what I gathered, let's call it that. I gathered.
The Gathering?
These people, with all of these stories, must have sounded like they were so high all the time. So then, man, we're up at the top of the mountain, man, and Moses just like walks in the cloud. Dude, he's gone. Like we didn't see him for like 40 days, man. And then we saw God, and God brought chips and this killer dip, man. It was like it's like an onion dip, but it kind of tasted like ranch. So good.
Yeah.
Like everything in the story is like, you're a freaking stoner, man. Everybody here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they were. It's just like, if you're there listening to this story,
I know.
Like
I'm tracking with
they
you.
got into the edibles.
Yeah.
It seems like.
That's the way it would read. That's the way the first pass would read. I've thought about that with like, not to jump ahead, but like, again, it's easy to like, we get it through sort of an academic filter, and that's how often this stuff gets to us. Mm-hmm. But then you're like, you do the stuff from Revelation, and you're like, how about John just says that to you one day? You just get a letter about a beast with 7 heads. And you're like looking at each other like, huh? What's that now? That's a good thing to learn. Man, I don't really know. I didn't really have anything stick out to me about what I learned today. Mm-hmm. I did learn practically. I learned about lapis lazuli. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest. I like God a little more today, based on the festival commands.
Yeah,
I like that. That's sticking with me. That God, you have different histories have different collections of what God commands and things, and God in the Bible is like, I want you guys to, everybody hang out for 7 days. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. 3 times a year.
Have a jamboree.
Everybody's chilling.
Have a jamboree on me.
You must have a jamboree on me. God.
Have a book fair.
He wouldn't.
It's like a festival.
God would never condone those dang book fairs.
Yeah. God would.
In a library.
Not
where
in
the
a
books
library.
Are free. That's where my book fairs were. They were in the library.
Ugh, that's so off-putting.
You're surrounded by free books, and they'd be like $25 for that book.
But like, what a slap in the face to the free books, because nobody wants those.
Nobody wants.
They're old and sad and red already.
I know.
And like, look at this. Like, bring in. It's like a puppy parade at an animal shelter.
like a dog show.
Yeah, they're like, oh, look here, pick one. You want a new puppy? We got a new puppy sale going on at the dog shelter, and these dogs are like, freaking what? People are coming here to help me. There's no way. There's no way they're gonna pick me if you bring puppies in.
We were just talking. Rach and I were just talking, and she about the book fair experience, and she was like, "Yeah, it was so cool. You'd circle the stuff you wanted." I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely."
And then you don't get it.
And then it would happen, and then my parents would come and buy it, and I was like,
"Oh, that's the difference."
That was not the game I played.
No. We played the game of, wouldn't it be nice to have that?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah, cool.
No.
Put it on your advent calendar wish list.
Never gonna get it. But here's a book fair flyer you can circle and
you
dream.
You definitely circle.
You can dream the heck out of.
Gosh, we should have an episode of like everything that was sad about our childhood.
People would love that. All right, so we have God's festivals. That's my thing. We need to bring those back. I'm sure they're not gone from all communities. But
again, they exist now as our jamborees and book fairs.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Pizza days.
I want a 7-day book fair. Pizza days.
They are 7 days.
I actually thought about you today because I had pizza for lunch And I almost texted you and said, I have had pizza 3 of the last 4 meals. This is like, that's a problem. That's when you're like, this is an issue.
But that's when I know you're at your best. You're at your most healthy.
I'm peaking.
When you're making those decisions.
3rd out of 4th pizza meal day. Anyway, that's the Bible. We covered it.
The whole
Exodus
thing.
23 and 24, cheat day devos. You did it. You spent some time in the Word today. Again, this is not the nourishing one. This is just the cheat day one. This is the fun. This is the fun one. This is a fun one. Yeah. I know you listen to like your pastor's podcast. That's cool. But like,
gross.
Then you
listen to the same person all week long too.
Because you're like, this is a fun one. Thank you so much for following along. Follow us on Instagram at The Bible is Funny. Oh my goodness. I'm actually going to save this for our next podcast. We have a really big thing I completely missed we needed to talk about. But it's too important to do at the end of a podcast. So we're going to tune in next podcast.
Cliffhanger.
Talk about an important thing.
That's if I make it. I'm having surgery.
I know.
So if I'm dead, this has been a good run. Like 3 days.
We did pretty good.
It's been okay.
It's been okay. You're going to be great.
I'm going under the knife.
You're going to have surgery.
We're
all concerned. The whole Bible is Funny family is concerned.
Yeah, well, they don't know yet. Well, now they know.
Now they know. Now that they know.
By the time they get it, I will have already passed away.
Yeah, you'll be on the road to recovery and we're going to have to get you some sort of special
I'm getting a walker.
So you can sit in that seat.
I'm getting a walker.
But do you have a chair situation? What do I need to install into the couch?
I don't know. We're all gonna learn this new life together.
What I'm excited for is for you to be happy and healthy and thriving, and that's what we all want for you. We're all going to be praying for you.
Thanks, guys. You're not. Don't say it.
What I'm not excited for is when you come here to record and you're going to be like, I need you to go get everything for me because I'm just going to sit here on this couch.
I make you do that already.
And I'm going to have to do all that stuff. But it's going to be great. And you're going to be great. Thanks, Bible's Funny family. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.